Hi, my name is Idris, backend engineer at RAGFlow. Anyone who's using LLMs today is slowly moving towards agents because of how powerful they are. They can plan, use tools, and converse with each other. What they do not have is long-term memory and no access to your documents. So you ask a very basic question about your data. Like, for example, what is our Q3 refund policy? It can only guess, which is a real problem. And without proper retrieval, your agent becomes a real hallucination machine. One wrong chunk and every following step from comparison to summarization to action just feels off. And that is what RAG is supposed to solve. Give your AI proper foundation in your data so that the answers are not only better, but decided and auditable so that they can drive decisions. The question isn't whether AI is capable of generating a proper answer, because they can. The question is whether they get to the right information first and accurately enough for you to then decide on your behalf. But building RAG is harder than it looks. You need to chunk data, generate embeddings, build retrieval pipelines while keeping everything fast and consistent. That's quite complex, and if not done correctly, you'll never know why the answer fell slightly off. There are actually three core challenges that come with RAG technology. Your first one being vector retrieval alone is insufficient. Traditional RAG relies on single vector retrieval, which struggles with complex semantic context. It leads to low search accuracy and fails to meet real-world application needs. The second one is complex document structure reduces data quality. And if the data is not structured and messy, then it directly affects the input quality, which affects the output, creating a vicious cycle of garbage in, garbage out. The third one is weak linkage between questions and documents. If a user submits a query and the relevant answers have weak linkage in documents, traditional search fails to quickly and accurately get to the correct sources. The good thing is that RAGFlow is built with these problems in mind, so you do not have to worry about them. RAGFlow's compatibility with almost all data sources breaks down the barrier between fragmented systems so that knowledge becomes instantly usable. And by using RAGFlow, you get access to our unified data foundation, which centrally manages documents, long-term memory, and tool interfaces like FCPs and skills, ensuring that agents can handle complex tasks accurately. Our intelligent hybrid retrieval engine analyzes multi-format documents and applies hybrid tree graph retrieval, solving the quality and accuracy issues. This gives RAGFlow powerful memory management and retrieval, ensuring that agents' contexts stay coherent even after long-running tasks or to recall past interactions. Another good plus that comes with RAGFlow is to use our scenario-based agent templates to implement directly in your industries, enabling employees to act efficiently. To make this possible, we use our internal CSRG process. First, ingestion and chunking. RAGFlow ingests data from heterogeneous sources like Word, PDF, S3, API, databases, and other private knowledge bases. Each of these documents are split into complete chunks using our multiple layout templates, establishing a solid foundation. Next, we have the semantic enhancement. The biggest challenge with retrieval is the semantic gap, where RAGFlow fixes that with an orchestrated pipeline directly during the ingestion process, leveraging LLMs and embedding models to create page indexes, query intent representations, knowledge graphs, and many more. All of these augmentations are embedded next to the raw data so that retrieval feels less like keyword matching and more like how a human reads and understands. Then we follow up with the hybrid retrieval. When a user submits a query, RAGFlow simultaneously executes multi-path hybrid search, a full-text token-based retrieval, a high-dimensional vector retrieval, supplemented by a graph-based reversal from the knowledge graph. All of the chunks and the augmentations from the S stage are queried in parallel, then fused and re-ranked for precision. This hybrid approach ensures accurate matching even with complex and ambiguous queries. And finally, intelligent generation. RAGFlow generates a structured, citation-based answer, whether as a final report or an intermediate in an agentic workflow. Beyond that, RAGFlow can be used as a retrieval service for other agents. It can handle high-volume retrieval requests from autonomous agents to give them the factual data they can plan, act, and respond on. Administrators can update the knowledge base continuously, closing down the loop. So this is RAGFlow. Power how AI uses data and build superior context layer for AI agents.